so-called popular YouTube channel says, use as many linking words as possible and replace the normal ones with these advanced ones. Like don't even try to watch these videos, but what to do? Already these videos have crossed 1 million. Replacing some normal, see, there is nothing like normal, linking words with hi-fi or formal linking words. All these are made up so that you will watch the video, so that the person would become more popular or gain the momentum. This people have to understand. What if I tell you that there are so many misleading advice that is running around in the media, especially from the so-called popular YouTube channels. So people would just fall for it, thinking it is right, and they try to implement that in the exam. Pure time waste. Remember this. So in this video, I'm making an effort to help you understand the right things and the misleading things that you should know. All you got to do is make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul here from Skills IELTS. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome packed video on the misleading advice from the so-called popular YouTube channels. Well, before we get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance, you can check the information in the description of this video. We have left a WhatsApp link. You can click on the link, send us a message. We will be there, I'll be there to help you get in the right direction. Alright, without further delay, let's straight away get right into the video. The first misleading thing from the so-called popular YouTube channel is use as much advanced vocabulary as possible. Remember, advanced vocabulary is absolutely not required. What do you mean by advanced? It's a formal vocabulary is required and not the advanced vocabulary. A newbie who just, confronts these kind of videos will end up thinking, I have to just mug up so many advanced vocabulary. Well, it's not true at all. Use apt words, the words that suit the requirement. A common word, remember, is never a bad word to consider. These are the famous channels which dictate this, and look at the views. The views are so high that the YouTube will rank them at higher order all the time, and they keep popping up again and again whenever you type the word IELTS in your YouTube search. The more the views, the more the money. Remember this, but where is the truth? The truth is hidden somewhere so deep that nobody is really bothered. So a newbie who looks into these videos thinking, oh, it's a very popular channel, it has more than 1 million views, it has to be correct. Absolutely not. It need not have to be correct more than 1 million views. So let's look at this simple example where I have tried to write an essay with so much of advanced words, what a newbie would end up writing. So if you look at this, moreover, the implementation of stringent legal frameworks often acts as a formidable deterrent, compelling individuals to conform to societal norms and eschew deviant conduct. This phenomenon, known as normative compliance, illustrates how the omnipresence of legal sanctions can recalibrate moral compasses, thereby engendering a paradigm shift in collective behavior. I have seen students doing this. They go to very large extent to memorize the words, memorize the synonyms. Wherever they are putting a simple word, that's what they are thinking. A common word, they are trying to replace with an advanced. But remember, it's not at all required. Pure time waste. This will in any way will not give you more marks. Probably it will reduce the marks because readability is completely going down. Correct? You need to use those words that the situation demands, but use a formal word. Advanced is not at all equivalent to formal. Let's also look at the correct way to write, correct way to transform the above paragraph. Furthermore, strict laws often discourage people from breaking rules, discourage someone from doing something. It's a collocation, that's a phrase, leading them to follow the societal norms or social norms and avoid bad behavior. If I write this simple, I don't think I can get the marks. You have been brainwashed by such videos. This is enough. You want 8, this is 100% enough. This effect, called compliance, shows how the presence of legal consequences can change people's action and influence group behavior. Here, engendering a paradigm shift in collective behavior becomes change people's action and influence group behavior. It's actually a very simple way to do it. Don't complicate it by pouring in wrong data just by looking at the views, just by looking at how popular the channel is. Remember, it doesn't in any way mean that it has to be right. If something is very popular, there are two things. One is it's absolutely right, other is absolutely nonsense. Correct? These days, the viral videos are all the nonsense things. The true video will never go viral. Remember this. The second misleading advice from so-called popular YouTube channel says, write more ideas to get more marks. So how this has been interpreted by a lot of students is, They think if they write more ideas, they get more marks. Absolutely no. You write one idea, you can get 7.57. You want 8, then write 2 ideas. Simply listing down more number of ideas in any way will not give you scores, rather it will decrease the scores. Why? Because in your evaluation criteria, it's not just the task response, but coherence, cohesion is there, lexical resources, the grammar is there, all have been given equal part. They have their own share of marks, isn't it? Idea generation is all about task response. You write 3 ideas, 4 ideas, especially for advantage, disadvantages essay. I have seen students writing 4 advantages. No marks, I am telling you 100% you will get 5.5, because for each advantage you have to write supporting idea example, second advantage supporting idea example, the third advantage supporting idea example, fourth advantage supporting idea example. This is going to be a very lengthy essay, 600 words, 700 words. Can you really afford to write that? So as a result, what people end up doing, first line, first advantage, second line, second advantage, third line, third advantage, because one popular YouTube channel told you to write more ideas. Don't interpret the things differently. Getting it right, it's one idea, more than enough, but whatever the idea that you write, you got to support them with supporting idea example. If you're writing more number of ideas, then more number of supporting idea, more number of examples, it's going to be very lengthy essay. Absolutely not required. Even if you try to write that, let's assume you have the capacity to do it. Well and good, but if you do it, time is very less, you will not be able to accomplish this within the stipulated time. So avoid doing this. You want 7, you want 7.5. One idea in the second paragraph, but for that idea, write 1 or 2 sentences. Supporting idea, for that idea, 2 or 3 sentences example. That's enough. The same thing you do for another paragraph. This is only if you want 7 or 7.5. Let's say you need 8, perhaps you need to consider writing more ideas, because 8 has more weightage. Other than that, simply writing 3 ideas in any way will not give you more scores. Remember this. Let's see a small demonstration through this example. A newbie who watches these kind of YouTube videos will think of writing something like this for one paragraph. You properly pay attention to this. Law changes human behavior, agree, disagree, a simple essay. Person starts from one significant way that laws influence human behavior is by establishing clear rules and consequences that deter undesirable actions. This is the main idea. Now, second line is a supporting idea. When laws impose severe penalties, meaning he is continuing talking about it, great. For certain offences such as this, they create a stronger disincentive for individuals to engage in such activity. Supporting idea is over. For this main idea, establishing clear rules and consequences that stop, that deter undesirable action. That's his main idea. We got the supporting idea. Do you have an example? For example, Singapore's strict laws against littering and vandalism have led to an exceptionally clean and orderly urban environment, as the fear of severe fines and corporal punishment discourages those behaviors. Done and dusted. This much big, this much quantity is well enough. If you want 7, 7.5, sometimes even for 8, but because of those channels, because of those content, what a newbie would think, I think I need to write more. The person starts writing this. He writes this. 30 minutes over. In the rest 10 minutes, he is trying to write the rest of the paragraph. This is second paragraph. Third paragraph, then conclusion. He will not get any time to write the task 1. As a result, gone case. This is not the ideal way, and remember, the more you write, the more mistakes you make. I am not asking you to write less. Write what is required. One idea, more than enough. Even if it says advantageous, advantageous is plural. People think you don't know about it. You got to write more than one advantage. 100% no. One advantage is more than enough, but for whatever the advantage is you write, you got to write supporting idea and example. That is more important. The third misleading advice from so-called popular YouTube channels is use these 10 words or phrases to get band 8. One suggestion that I can give you: never check these videos. That's the only way you can reply them, but they've already reached somewhere very far that it's so difficult to stop them from ranking top. These are some of the top YouTube IELTS channels that promote this kind of videos. Each of these videos have very high views, million views, 600k, 700k. So YouTube will automatically rank them at higher order, and they keep popping up again and again. You just type IELTS. The more the views, the more the money. So there is no way you can get them down now, because algorithm has already learned that people are actually interested in this. See, the people or a person is a very innocent animal, correct? So for that innocent animal, we're going to inject with some vaccine called, use this 10 words to get that 9. So what does innocent animal think? Oh, only 10 words, let me just memorize it and get 9, because this person is saying that I'll get 9 using those 10 words. That's a very wrong way. Trust me on this, is 10 words will not give you in any way any marks. This is not going to give you any improvement in this course, because those 10 words cannot change your task response. Those 10 words cannot change your coherence coefficient. Those 10 words cannot change your grammar. Probably they can contribute a little, 0.001% towards your vocabulary. So one thing, if you observe, you just type IELTS vocabulary, just see how many videos. Even if a new creator is coming into the arena, he also or she also would be so excited, so inspired, so influenced to make such a video, because those kind of videos will automatically come up as a result. They become popular, they get more money. So everyone is bound with this. All these things don't give the marks. Focus on your writing skill, the right ideas, wrong ideas, and how you narrate the ideas. All this in any way do not contribute a good score. The fourth misleading advice from so-called popular YouTube channel is write more advanced as possible to get 8, 7, 7.5. You remember, write in a very simple way possible. Writing is an art. Correct? With what ease you make the examiner or the reader understand is your writing skill. It's not about making it so complex that reader reads it and not understanding anything. He will not clap, he will just throw it off, or make a boat or make a rocket and throw it off. Remember, all these are, just in the YouTube things, when you listen, it feels so good. Thinking, oh, psychologically it makes sense. I write advanced, more advanced, I get more marks. Absolutely no, it's complete nonsensical. You write in a very simplistic way possible, meaning whoever reads should understand it. So let me add more clarity to this. So let's look at this particular paragraph. One significant mechanism through which laws influence human behavior is by delineating clear boundaries and enforcing stringent consequences, thereby deterring undesirable actions. This is a little complex sentence. This much length is not required, but it's okay. This is still fine. The first sentence is still fine, but let's look at the second sentence. For instance, Singapore's draconian laws against littering and vandalism have engendered an exceptionally clean and orderly urban environment, as that's the first use of a complex sentence. The imposition of severe penalties for certain offences such as this or this for theft creates a formidable disincentive for individuals to engage. A person who is reading it would actually forget what he started the sentence with. It's so lengthy, correct? You may say that's an art of reading. He has to improve his reading skill. Why will he improve his reading skill? Just for the sake of reading your essay. What he'll do, he'll just do this or paper rocket and just throw it off. So then what is the best way to write? Write in a very simple way possible, and that's actually very easy to do it, isn't it? So let's have a look at this particular thing. Laws can change people's behavior by setting rules and punishments which discourage bad actions. A similar one, whatever is written here, I've just changed some complex or formal vocabulary. For example, let's see how I split a lengthy sentence into pairs of 2 or 3. For example, in places with strict legal systems like Singapore, harsh penalties for things like littering and vandalism keep the city clean. The fear of fines or even corporal punishment makes people follow the rules. See, if you see, this is a very simple sentence. The entire, for instance, in the first paragraph was this much big. Second paragraph I have divided into 3 sentences. This is because the risk of getting caught and punished is high, so people are less likely to break the law. If you properly observe what I have done, a lengthy sentence I have taken and just divided them and made it in a very simple way to write. The fear of fines or even corporal punishment makes people follow the rules. This is a simple sentence. I added this is because the risk of getting caught and punished is high, so I added a connector. If you see this, that's a very complex way to write. A person who reads, it would be really difficult for him to actually understand what is written over here. Compared to the second paragraph at the bottom, which makes it more easy for the reader to understand, meaning your writing skill is really good. So as a result, you get better marks to writing. It's not about writing very complex, it's about writing with, in a way that you would want a reader to easily understand. The reader should not put a lot of effort. He should just read with ease and get the entire context of what you have written. The fifth misleading advice from so-called popular YouTube channels is use as many linking words as possible and replace the normal ones with these advanced ones. Like don't even try to watch these videos, but what to do? Already these videos have crossed 1 million. Replacing some normal, see, there is nothing like normal linking words with hi-fi or formal linking words. All these are made up. so that you will watch the video, so that the person would become more popular or gain the momentum. This people have to understand. Correct? So there are no advanced words. Remember, the art of essay writing is all about with what ease you make someone understand your write-up. Just changing the word also with the word furthermore will not make it look any different. Just changing the word but with the word although or nevertheless won't get you 9 bands. In fact, it's of no use. So if you properly observe, this is the video that I'm talking about. Like there's so many videos I've already been in the YouTube, making rounds, making that popularity, creating that boom for the newbie, for a person who don't know anything about IELTS, or a person who is so experienced in IELTS getting 5.56. If he encounters these kind of videos, he would think, oh, if I just change this word, I'll get more marks. 100% no, you don't get any marks for that. So let me just show you some demonstration. So let's look at the first particular paragraph with the word but. Strict penalties for certain crimes make people less likely to commit these acts, but this may not be true in every case. It's absolutely fine to use the word but. But with the word although, as told in the video that I just showed, although strict penalties for certain crimes make people less likely to commit these acts, it may not be true in every case. This is also absolutely fine, but what is not absolutely fine is you thinking or people telling you that change this but, don't use. Instead use this although, so you will see that band 9. 100% no, it's time people understand these things. I have got band 8 in writing, and trust me, I never used, or I never, simply for the sake of it, change the word but to although. See, all this take your energy. You need to have a lot of time, lot of energy, consciousness to think of right ideas, to think of linking words, to think of how to narrate them, supporting an example. On top of that, you need some energy left if you go into these nonsensical things as well. Think about it, all this in any way will contribute to better score. Using but, using also is absolutely fine. Well, you can use furthermore, but just using furthermore in place of also will not give you more marks, will give you the same marks. What you got to improve is your writing skill. That I'm not sure if any of the videos the so-called popular channels are telling you. Because if they tell you the right things, because they have the power, correct? Their channels have 1 million views. They have the power to transform. If they tell the right things will automatically happen. If they tell you to work on the writing skill, everybody will work on the writing skills. But if they keep telling you, change this word to this, all these are easy shortcuts. I think that's all for today. I believe I've made a very informative video giving you the right information about the misleading things from the so-called popular YouTube channels. Well, if you resonate with my thoughts, leave your comment in the comment section. So I really would love to read and like to know how you have interpreted this video. If not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can check the information in the description of this video. We have left a WhatsApp link. Send us a message. We'll guide you in the right way. This is Nakul, Nakul. Nakul signing off from Skills IELTS. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.